Hey, what is going on YouTube? Fallout here, and today we are going to be doing some live testing of a new exotic weapon in the game, the Lorentz driver, which apparently is a linear fusion rifle that you can put in the energy weapon slot. So kind of like a new Arbalest a little bit. We're going to try and figure out what the gun does in both PvE and PvP, see if it is relatively viable. And really quick, I'm going to read off the weapon description for you live. This weapon marks targets with an automated targeting system. We'll show you that in-game. Final blows on a marked target generate a telemetry pattern. Picking up the telemetry pattern will give you bonus ability energy. Collecting 3 telemetry patterns without dying grants the weapon bonus damage for a long duration. So we're going to go in. You're going to notice enemies in PvE who have been marked. We're not really sure yet what the marking criteria is. If it's like an enemy with low health, if it's an enemy who just might be nearby, a weak enemy, we're not entirely sure. They do glow red and have some kind of indication that they have been marked. And when you pick up the thing on the ground, you'll get your damage buff. So let's go check that out. Okay, body shot 13251. Okay, stop moving, please. I shot the crate, son of a bitch. 13251. Okay, we have our base damage number. 13251. And let's check how much damage we get if we kill a targeted enemy. Which first we got to find a targeted enemy. Okay. Here, targeted enemy, right there. Perfect. Dude, that explosion is incredibly hype. We find a dreg here. Perfect. Please don't shoot and kill me. Oh, wait, is the damage already over? Oh, I guess the damage went away. Perfect. Where's that? Got it. How come it didn't beef me up with my damage? Do I have to get multiple of those before I get the damage buff? I feel like when we were in PvE, or the story content, we got that damage buff very quickly. There must be something I'm not doing correctly. Because I thought I picked that up. Here we go. Okay, it's right there, right? Y'all see that, right? Here we go. Got it. But now I need to find a dreg very quickly. Oh, you need 3. I see. Okay, that makes it fair. Damn. Okay, here we go. 19875, and we'll wait for it to go away. 19875 is the beefed up version. 19875. And let's find the weaker damaged version. Terrific. 13251. That would translate to a dude, a 50% damage buff? A 50% damage buff for 30 seconds? It was a 30-second duration, right? Wow. Okay. If that is true, a 50% damage buff for 30 seconds, this is going to be quite strong in PvE. Don't we also have a new artifact mod? Dealing damage to a combatant with a fusion rifle or linear fusion rifle gives bonus damage with a... Oh my god. Stacks up to 5 times. Okay. That is going to be good. That is going to be probably very fun for PvE. A lot. So you have 2 abilities combined together. You have the ability to pump up your damage by 50% for 30 seconds. And when you get a headshot on a target, you will create a suck zone. SUCC zone. Total suck zone. So this thing actually sounds like it'll be good for both burst DPS on a champion and for ad clear. It sounds like it'll be good at both of those things. That is a very strong sounding gun. So here we go. Get the headshot. You create that suck zone. See how everybody got sucked right in for a multi-kill? And yeah, this is an energy weapon. This is not a power weapon. It sounds very strong on paper. In order to get the damage buff, you have to get 3 of those pickups on the ground, which can only be acquired by killing 3 targeted enemies. So You're not going to get the 50% damage buff immediately. I actually wonder if you'd even get it at all in PvP. I don't think it would be something you would need in PvP, though, because it'll probably be a one-hit headshot kill. But if you kill the targeted enemy indicated by the right there, see, you kind of get hacker vision. I'm sure it's probably RNG. It's probably RNG. So there you go. You get the headshot kill, get the suck zone. You collect one of those. If you collect 3, then you get the 50% damage improvement for 30 seconds. Essentially rampage times 3 for 30 seconds, which is very good. So why don't we take this gun and quickly take it into PvP. Hopefully the wall hack vision will only come into play in PvE, and maybe in PvP they'll only become, you know, moderately red, not targeted through a wall. Because yeah, if they get... So you can target them through a wall. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be a good weapon. It's going to be a good weapon. Somebody hitting me with it already. Okay, I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is if you don't like the Arbalist, you are not going to like the new exotic weapon. You're not going to like it. The good news is if you do like it, you're going to have a lot of fun. The fact that this can potentially target people through a wall. Oh man, I don't know what Bungie was thinking, turning that ability on for PvP. Not sure what they were thinking with this one, dude. Oh man, this is okay, this is really strong. Yeah. Thankfully, the wall hack vision seems to be tied to RNG. Seems to be tied to RNG. I don't know what is causing the ability, like, for me to target that guy through a wall. What is causing that? I'm not entirely sure. It seems random. Doesn't it seem random? Yeah, thaw. It's... Look, it tells you immediately. Dude, the information factor on the gun alone, I just got sucked. The info factor alone is going to be very, very strong. Seems like a weapon that will be viable in both PvE and PvP. PvP, for the immediate one-hit kill potential, right there. You also have big team wipe potential with the Void suck right there. Dude, right there. Got that guy absolute, finished him with one hand cannon shot. Going to be a huge weapon in, you know, Iron Banner and in Trials. It doesn't look like the Void explosion can one-hit kill. I don't believe that it can. But... yeah, look at that. Oops. Effed up. Went right over his head. Interesting. Okay, really quick. Regarding Nova Warp, the pop on cast factor doesn't seem like it'll be able to immediately... Oh, can I one-hit kill Roaming Super? Didn't hit him in the head. Did not hit him in the head. Unsure. So this is why they got rid of Energy Accelerant. Yeah, wow. The fact that you can get immediate info on the location of the enemy team is going to be fairly wild. I'm imagining that the gun will be stronger on controller for PvP for the same reason that RB was strong on controller. The aim assist factor is going to be big. Probably viable on MK2, but you're going to see a lot of that gun on console when Trials pops up. When does Trials pop up again? September 10th? I think it pops up on September 10th. I got to talk to the guys in Primal. I cannot imagine that they're going to be happy about this gun. Wow. Yeah, they can't be happy about that. Strong. Strong weapon for sure. Very strong. Good God. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to get an exotic catalyst. Is there any way to know that? Oh, here we go. Get a little extra damage. Lol. Can we get a little talk in the chat right now on Twitch? Are you hype about the gun or are you not hype? How do you feel? One, oh my God. If you're hype about the gun. Two, if you are not hype about the gun. I haven't really made up my mind. I feel like I would love this weapon if it were PvE only. But the fact that it's PvP as well with the ability to give you RNG hacker vision. You don't really need to do anything to gain hacker vision other than benefit from RNG. I don't like RNG in D2. I want to be clear about that. Don't like RNG. Oops. Calm down there. Got one target buff. If I get two more, then I get that 50% damage buff. Dude, I didn't know he was there. They gave me the hacker vision. They literally gave it to me. Oh, they flinched me out of the kill shot. God damn, they flinched me out of the kill shot. Catalyst is normally a quest from Banshee. Oh, right. It's a seasonal exotic. There should be an exotic catalyst no matter what. Why don't we go to the tower real quick before we give an official weigh-in and check the catalyst requirement. We might have to put out a video talking about the benefit of the weapon before we even get our hands on the catalyst, which might make it even more cracked. Jesus, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh, that time it died on a hit from pop. That's weird. It's very weird. What up, gamer? Eh, hit me with that linear fusion rifle now, bro. Uh-oh. I'm out of my super. I'm weak. Heartbreaking. Oof, dude, you gotta make sure if you're challenging this weapon in PvP that you're playing it safe. Dude, play cover hardcore. Hardcore player cover. For sure. Check stats versus RB in dim. Great weapon. Or great idea. Great idea, rather. Why don't we check that right when we're done with this game? Oh, damn it. He got going right when I tried to shoot. Damn. Oh my God. Sheesh, bro. Check light.gg. Sure, I will. Oh, man. So you can get flinched out of a headshot, you know, like RB. But I do imagine this being a strong weapon on console PvP. Okay, so we are on light.gg. We have the data mined info regarding the Lorentz driver fusion rifle, which we just used in PvP. And the aim assist factor is actually lower than I thought. Base aim assist of 32. So we're going to try to compare that with the Arbalest. Oh. Okay. It is very near identical to RB. So RB has a default aim assist value of 31. The driver has 32. Zoom factor on the driver 25. Zoom factor on RB 25. Recoil direction 77. Recoil direction 79. So the recoil is going to be a little bit more severe on the driver, but I feel like that doesn't matter at all. Why would you care about recoil direction? It's like caring about recoil direction on a sniper. It's not going to affect you that much. Okay, there you go. If you are a season pass holder, you can get the exotic literally right now. Hope you enjoy this very quick review of the gun. If I had to give a TLDR, I would tell you about the driver that in PvE, I think is going to be very viable because fusion rifles and linear fusion rifles are going to be very viable in PvE with all the artifact mods that we have on our brand new artifact. I think it's going to be fairly strong in PvE. The fact that you can do good burst damage, there are ways that you can pump up your damage even further with what we have available. And the fact that you can do crowd control with the void suck zone into group explosion, which will be pretty great. And then you have the exotic perk buffing your damage output by 50% for 30 seconds, which is nothing to sneeze at. That's like Rampage and then even more. Rampage caps out at like, what, 33? And that fusion rifle perk, 50. Good God. So PvP with the driver, how do I feel about it in PvP? If you are not a fan of the Arbalist, you are not going to like this new weapon. This is probably the Arbalist, but worse, because the Arbalist doesn't have RNG hacker vision in PvP. This weapon does. The Arbalist doesn't have the ability to get an explosion on a headshot kill. This weapon does. You'll be able to potentially one-shoot people out of their roaming super, even though the void explosion doesn't seem to be powerful enough to get a guaranteed one-hit kill on a full health guardian in PvP. You can put them weak enough to that they will immediately die to one headshot from every other primary. So if you're not a fan of RB in PvP, you're not going to like today's new exotic. But if you do like RB, go give it a try. I am now going to work on unlocking the exotic catalyst. Everybody in my Twitch chat, say hi, YouTube. If you want to come check by the stream later and see what the exotic catalyst does, we're going to try and unlock it together. But for now, a very brief rundown of the new exotic linear fusion rifle available in Season 15. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Appreciate you, and I will see you next time.